Hey everyone, Mike here from PawnMate. I wanted to shoot this quick video to share with you our online payment platform called FastPawn. There's been a lot of talk recently about mobile payments and being charged for customers to make those payments, and we really think that's kind of silly. So what I'm going to share with you is our payment platform and then get some feedback from you guys and tell us what you think about it. Now, first and foremost, this is free to use. We don't charge our clients anything to use our online payment platform. That means there is no charge to you for customers making payments, and there's no charge to your customers for them making their payments. The only fee that you would pay would be the payment processing fee from Fortis. Okay. Now, in our platform, you can use it for renewals. You can use it for extensions. You can use it for replacement loans. And speaking about replacement loans in California, we worked with the California Pawnbrokers Association and their legal team to put something pretty special together so that they could be as compliant as possible. Now, what we've come up with is really 5 steps. So in California, they normally use all the 5 steps in the payment platform. In states like Georgia or Florida, they'll pick and choose which steps they want to use. Now, some clients that we have use no steps. Other clients will use 5. Other clients will use 2. And I'm going to share with you right now what those steps are. So if I go over to the admin, I'm just going to leave this screen, and I go over to Marketplace, FastPawn, and I have the declarations here. So these are the 5 steps that when someone makes a payment, they'll go through if you want to enable these 5 steps. And now when I do a demo of FastPawn, you're going to see these 5 steps in action. But again, you have the MLA, the electronic signature, and the use of records, the create and verify signature, general declarations, and the final contract review. Okay. Again, you can edit these, turn them on, turn them off, rearrange them, whatever you so choose. But let's get into actually making a payment. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the checkout screen. I'm just going to look up my name. I'm going to say okay. And on the far right-hand side, you'll see this green circle with a white phone. Now, what this is the ability for you to log into FastPawn and to go ahead and see what your clients sees. So pretending that you are on a phone right now, you can go ahead. I'm just going to move this and adjust it to fit. There we go. So you can imagine your brand and what your customer has access to. They can view their pawns and pay on them. They can view their layaways and pay on them. They can go to the checkout. They can see their transactions that they have done in store and online. They can browse your sellable inventory and purchase. They can create their own want list. So if they're looking for something and then they can't find it, they can go ahead and create this want list and save it. Once they do, if this item becomes available for sale at your store, it's going to automatically email your customer that says, hey, the item that you're looking for is available. Okay. So that's a really, really cool feature. Profiles, just the customer's information. Contacts, the store information. Pawn Perks, we rolled out the loyalty points program, again, free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you do enable it, you can name it whatever you want. I just named mine Pawn Perks, but your customers will be able to see how many points, loyalty points they have, what's the value that they have, if they've earned, what transactions they earned on, if they did a return, if they redeemed, that sort of thing. So again, totally transparent for the customer. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a payment. So first of all, if a customer accesses the FastPawn, they log in, and you can do it a number of ways. For example, we'll have, American Jewelry Loan. They'll have a button here that says pay your loan. So I can just log in. Now they have independent databases. I can go ahead and just choose Detroit, for example, and put my email or phone number in, my password, and then I can access it. Again, if you're serving Spanish clients, they can go ahead and switch over to Spanish as well. Okay. So that's how they do it. For clients like USA Pawn, again, multiple locations, they have a single database. So all the customers would have to do here is just click in, and then what they'll do is, again, log in the same way that they would normally. Okay. Now, if you are going to start, reminding customers of their payments, you can include the login link right in the text message. There's a number of ways that you can do it. Customers can save the link right onto their phone as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pretend I've logged in. So let's go ahead, bring that back up. And now I've logged in. I'm going to go to my pawns here. Okay, so what you'll notice is the customer will see their ticket number, the principal amount, description, serial number, and when it's due. Again, in our platform, you can change out the terminology as well. So again, terminology and features. So you might do renewals, extensions, replacement loans, and then you can go ahead and change all that. Okay, so I'm just going to go down. Again, don't pay attention to any of the numbers because this is just my test data that I use. But you can see here, you can include images within the platform as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose this ticket. It brings it down to $775 at the bottom here. I can click add to cart. We'll come over to the cart here. And if I wanted to, I can go back and I can go ahead and click my layaways. Maybe I want to make a payment on that layaway. And then again, I can just bring it over to the cart and make a payment on the cart. Okay, so now I have my pawn that I want to pay on. I just click continue. And then now here are the 5 steps that I was referring to in the beginning. Again, you can use no steps, 2 steps, 1 step, all 5 steps. First one is an MLA Act. I have to choose one of 3 at the bottom here. I'm going to choose I am not a military member or a dependent. And then I'm going to go to step 2. Step 2 is me agreeing to use digital signatures in digital contracts. I'm going to agree and continue. Step 3 is me creating and verifying my signature. I'm going to agree and continue. Step 4, general declarations, which are found on your pawn ticket. Again, everything is customizable. I'm going to agree and continue. And then step 5 is where I'm generating that pawn contract. The one that you're going to see here is the California Burrell ticket. Okay, so customer can go ahead, zoom in, see what their charges are, see what their APR is. Again, we have a big old stamp across this as preview because it's not a finalized contract yet, but you can go ahead and have a look. And if the customer is happy, they can click agree and continue. And then now we get to the payment page. So I can add my debit card. I can save it for future use. I'll put in my CAPTCHA code. I can save it for future use. Like I said, I'm just going to use my test debit. I'm going to click pay. And now it does that handshake between gateways to make sure that funds are available to be used. Now that it's approved, you'll get this message. Now this message is administratable on the back end. You can, create any type of message you want to display. Customer will get their confirmation number, the date, the time, the ticket number, the type of payment. They have a barcode here that they can bring into the store as well. Now to finalize being, compliant, they need access to their ticket. So here's access to their ticket. Again, they can go ahead and access this at any time. Okay. So now that they made a payment, you're going to get notified via email. Your customer is going to get notified via email, and inside the system is notified as well. So I'm just going to close out. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And I'm going to share with you what you see here. So here is the payment that was made. And now down here under the pending task, there's a mobile renewal, and there are 2. So if I click that, we have 2 tickets that were paid on. Now we don't just randomly print off the tickets in the system just because we find that there's a lot of waste. So instead, we leave that up to you guys. So if you wanted to print these tickets, you can go ahead and just click the PDF icon and you can print it that way, or you just remove it off the list because all this really is a management tool for you. Okay, so that's it. That's FastPawn in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Love to set up a demo and show you what else we can do here in the system. Thanks, everyone.